Elvira, Silva and her niece Angie are on a 6-hour-long, bone-jarring journey to the FARC National Conference. They're looking for Elvira's son, William, who they say was forcibly recruited by FARC fighters 17 years ago.
On multiple occasions, they tried to convince him to join them. He told me they were driving him crazy, insisting he'd go with them. I tried to convince William to leave town and go and live with his aunt, but he didn't want to. 8 days later, they took him.
For years, Elvira tried to get in touch with FARC commanders. She kept his belongings and held on to her home phone number, hoping he would call. He never did. Now for hours they wandered around the campsite searching for clues. In the peace deal, FARC and the Colombian government agreed measures to find those who disappeared in the country's decades-long civil conflict. Most agreements will begin after the formal signing of the peace deal, but with FARC's conference partly open to the public, many families have traveled here searching for answers. ERASMO Vargas also came looking for his son, Willington, who entered the FARC 15 years ago when he was just 16.
Since we are in the peace process, I thought it was a chance for me to find him. But they just told me he died in combat 5 years ago.
Later in the day, Elvira found a rebel who seemed to recognize a photo of William. For a moment, she and Angie hoped they had a real clue, but further investigations proved futile.
I was disillusioned and at the same time excited.
I was happy for a moment. I really thought I was going to see him today. I thought he might be alive. But when they said that guerrilla often talked to his mother, I understood it wasn't him.
Elvira and Angie say they won't give up and will be back once the peace deal is signed and all the rebels of this region will gather here. They'll keep asking until someone gives them an answer. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Plains of YARI.